let's get into this and talk about epigenetics. What are epigenetics? Well, Dr. Bruce Lipton is one of the most popular speakers ever to come on London Real, and he talks about epigenetics, which is taking your genes and finding ways to express them. Because your genes have a code to do everything, but different cells in your body make a muscle fiber, they make a bone, they make a skin, they make a tendon, they make all of those things. So it's your body expressing that genetic code that determines who you are. It turns out that we can do a lot to encourage the expression of those genes. And it's really interesting. They've done studies in rats where if the mother rats are starved, then the baby rats come out differently. And there's lots of ways that you can express your genetics consciously through your diet, through your movement, through your sleep, through even your brain patterns, your stress. Everything can make you a totally optimized human being or not. And if you know your genetic code, you can know what to do and what to avoid. And we've known for a long time that different people have body types that are sensitive to different type of musculatures and different type of diets, but really understanding the epigenetic factor is crucial. And here is Dr. Stickler really going deeper into this concept of epigenetics and why it's important to you right now.
People have this perceived limit of what's possible. We're here to erase the lines, and we have the ability to do that. DNA is the hardware that everything operates on. The epigenetics is the software. That's where we actually have control. When we exercise, when we meditate, we can thrive. All we have to do is do the right things to make it happen. Look at this human system. This is your vehicle of consciousness. Whatever it is you want to experience, you've got to get this vehicle in that kind of condition. There are really no limits to our potential.
I love this concept that Dr. Stickler has, that life is made of experiences and how do you want to experience life? And the vehicle you have determines those experiences. Let's be honest. You know, when I look at my aunt right now, who's in her 80s, you know, she is only able to experience life to a certain degree, whereas my stepdaughter is 15 and she can go out there and bounce off walls and jump around and crush things, and she experiences things differently. So think about your body as that vehicle for life. And if you take care of it, then you can have it having those incredible experiences for a very long time. And Dr. Stickler had a great point. He said, if you're given a car and told that that is the car that you have to drive for the rest of your life, you're going to treat it very differently than if it's a car you just have for 2 years. And there's a great example where he puts like a 1968 Mustang, which is the car I had as a kid, that's totally restored and in beautiful condition, and one that's just been treated horribly. And so 50 years later now, that car can be something that's mint condition from the factory, or it can be something that's literally everything's falling off. And that is your body. That's really an analogy for your body. Do you want to have the old rundown beat up car that's barely functioning? Or do you want to have something that's like mint condition restored that can still go out there and go 0 to 100 miles an hour in 10 seconds? And that's what we're talking about. How can you optimize and understand your genetic code and then start taking the steps? Because it's all about your lifestyle, your fitness, and your diet. And that's really what I want to talk about today. So if you're coming late, I want you to click in here and say, how are you improving your diet, your health, and your fitness? Are you going on a plant-based diet, okay? And I'll talk about my journey with plant-based. Have you signed up for an Ironman? Are you swimming? Are you dancing? Are you doing yoga? Are you doing Tai Chi? Are you optimizing your sleep? Are you meditating? Are you doing positive affirmations? Are you lowering your stress levels? That's what I want to know. What are you doing? I'm getting some great comments in here. Jellybean says, I'm slowing down on the wine. Great for you. I stopped drinking now almost 19 months ago. It's been the best decision I've ever made in my life. So that's good. Shane Warrener says oily fish and shellfish and blueberries and goji berries. That's money. I like those. Those are all great. I do that as well. Janice does Qigong. I love it. Satish quit meat. Good for you, man. I did that for a year. It was amazing. Rooney said, I'm raving once a month. That can be good, I guess, once a month. Cycling 3 times a week. Sex at least 5 times a week. That's good. Just make sure you're having the orgasm without the ejaculation. Chime in, Mantak Chia. And some running every now and then. That sounds pretty good, Rooney. I am now moving every single day of the week.
At London Real, we believe that individual transformation can change the world. Join us and start your journey today.